Oh my god, it's the Bounty Hunter and Supreme collaboration this week. Oh, so hyped up. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Week 6. It is exciting because, well, we only found out like 2 days ago that there is a Bounty Hunter and Supreme collaboration that is happening this week. And honest to God, when I saw this, it was a bit of a surprise. Like, I was obviously foreseeing like a collaboration coming this week, but we didn't know it was Bounty Hunter, which is incredible. I want to like quickly just go through the drop list and kind of run through what it is that is available this week. I think it's going to be quite an interesting one because I don't know how well people or like they're into Bounty Hunter, because it's quite an OG, a classic Japanese brand, that streetwear fashion that has been around for ages. And I haven't actually seen any of like the recent kind of collaboration apart from like obviously Undercover and other to those kind of region. I mean, with like Bounty Hunter is something that kind of brings me back to my high school age, and honest to God, I wouldn't ever thought of like having a Supreme collaboration on this as well, which is incredible. I want to, before we go into that, let's quickly dive into this knife that we also have that we're seeing. Obviously it's going to be a hella expensive one. It's for obviously for kind of, again, like we're getting a lot of like Japanese element this week. Is handmade, and it's the kind of traditional method of how they're going to use to kind of sharpen, and it's just one of those like very iconic piece of, what's even the word, like equipment's not even equipment's like the blade that is literally engraved with the Supreme branding on it, which is super cool. It's obviously used for kind of like cooking and for that kind of purposes. If you're not really into like kind of cooking, I wouldn't recommend even trying going for it, because it's $398. It doesn't have a pound sign because it's not going to be available in the EU. But obviously Japanese is going to be obviously Japan's going to get this drop for sure. We also have the obviously other options, and Bounty Hunter is down to be the focus of the week. So first up, we have the very little cute figure. It reminds me of the I think it was 2019 or 2018, they had that bouncy balls, like the free gift, where they had like the little the Supreme kind of logo embedded into it. And that reminds me so much, because this is like kind of the transparent look. I think it's only one, but it's just giving you kind of like a different angle on how this look, and it's going to cost £118 at retail, which is insane, but it's pretty cute. I mean, it has that kind of bounty vibe, and also kind of, you know, that iconic Supreme box logo that lives inside of like his heart. It just makes it cool. And next up we have the skeleton, or like the skull, which is, I think, right, for a bounty design, is classic. Obviously they kind of mixed it a little bit with that Supreme and Supreme New York kind of logo embedded into it. I think is a pretty nice touch, but with the screw at the front, I mean, I'm like literally done with like big logos and like big graphic, which I think this one is not my vibe. I don't know how people like really hyped up about this. I think for a t-shirt kind of view, £46 for a standard collaboration is reasonable for sure. And we also have a varsity jacket as well that comes in 2 different colors, but this one, it kind of keeps into that kind of original logo of the Bounty Hunter one, which is like the cross at the back, and then you have like Supreme New York kind of engraved at the bottom. On the side you obviously have the Supreme New York logo there. It is a really cool varsity jacket, but I can't see myself paying £500 for a varsity jacket that it has in there, but it is very cool. I will give you that. We also have the silver ring, which I thought is going to be a lot cheaper than what it is. I think for £258 is a little bit expensive than what I thought, but it is very, very nice looking. I'm not gonna lie, it's so bloody clean. It's 925 silver, so hence why the price is a little bit pricier than we think, but not to say people are not gonna hesitate. I mean, it's a really, really cool piece. With, you know, £108, I would definitely be getting one of these for personal. Honestly, this is so vibey. I can't see myself actually fitting this, like my stuff, on like going out and things, but this is just like a really, really good, cool backpack to have. It's so interesting. I love the kind of bringing out that kind of bouncy vibe into it, and then obviously adding that kind of supreme element to make it, you know, kind of like added value to it. But £108, I think I'll definitely choose over this than the figure, even though the figure is pretty cool, but I'll definitely go for a backpack which is more kind of like usable for like an everyday use. We also have a mother jersey, which is more or less similar, but yeah, this one I like it. I kind of like, yeah, honestly I kind of like it. Little details as well with the sizing, you can tell this is medium, large, extra large. I don't know why they're showing it in the front though, but yeah, I do like the black, super clean. A Bounty M1 jacket, so they're actually bringing out a lot of jacket this time for a collaboration. You get a choice of Varsity or the M1. I'm not a big fan of M1 because it's like kind of like really a crop. But yeah, when I first saw the drop, obviously there were two t-shirts, this was the second one. I think the wolf t-shirt's actually better looking than the other one. I don't know why. It obviously gives off that kind of Japanese kind of manga or animated anime kind of style on this white blue color. It's still pretty nice, £46, kind of same price of that. And then you also have the sweater and 5-panel as well. I don't know why the hoodies are very low rating at some point. It just doesn't look very, I guess, doesn't really look into that point. Where did I click into now? But £158 is obviously going to be a standard hoodie price. Yeah, I kind of see what it means, like, you know, in terms of the kind of the logo placement there. I think it is a little bit too much for that. The last thing that I want to talk about is the ripstop shirt, which I think is probably one of the best item, or more kind of like wearable in terms of like everyday wear. I would definitely be keen to have one of these, but I don't want to kind of pay full price in this, so I might be looking out for like a resale or something, or like a second-hand one or something. I don't know. But this is super clean. I hope actually they would do maybe a sale at the end or something. I think, yeah, £128 is pretty damn expensive for a shirt there. We also have the thermal, which they're literally bringing out everything for this drop. Like, I think you ask for, like, apart from like a jumper or something, you get the t-shirt, you get a thermal. Actually, you have a sweater, so you get like 2 lots of jacket, you get a jersey, you know, you also get a pair of jeans as well, which is kind of rare for a collaboration to have like a pair of jeans, and I've not seen one of these in ages. You have the Bounty Hunter logo across the hip, and then the kind of classic Supreme branding at the top, like the tag there. You can't really tell, but yeah, interesting week because we have a bunch of items to go for. I'll definitely try and get the backpack if I can, but other than that, it's not going to be the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close here, but hopefully that gives us a bit more kind of information as well. You guys could probably seen that. My resale prediction, I would definitely try and go for either the backpack or the figure there, because it's absolutely the best to go for this week. The ring retails a little bit too high, even though it's a risky bet because it's a very high kind of investment, I think, for some people as well. $258 for a ring, and I don't think the resale value would be as high as the other two because they're obviously a lot cheaper. So yeah, definitely watch out for those. I wouldn't really go for the t-shirt, honestly. I think kind of like big graphics are like kind of out now. Like, people are not really interested in those kind of big graphics items. So I'll try and stay away from those. Do your best. I hopefully will try and do a live COD tomorrow. If not, it'd be like a mobile recording or something. But yeah, that's all. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, comment this video, let me know what item you're going for this week and what would you rate out of this collaboration out of 10. Let me know in the comments. See you guys tomorrow.